there, my name is Veronica J, and I'm going to be comparing the film Brazil to Sigmund Freud's theme of three caskets. Brazil is a film that was made in 1985. It's also probably my favorite Gilliam film. But it's part of a trilogy that includes Time Bandits and the Adventures of Baron Munchausen. This trilogy isn't connected by a plot. It's actually connected by an underlying theme, which Jack Matthews, a film critic, states. This is the desire to escape society, through whatever means possible. In Brazil, it is essentially escaping this horrid reality, fantasy, of this repressive government. And in Time Bandits, we see that it's a kid trying to escape the materiality of his parents. Well, in the Adventures of Baron Munchausen, it's a story about escaping the mundanity of reality into these fantasy-esque versions of reality instead. Brazil follows non-aspiring Sam Lowry in an inept fascist society. Contrary to this, his dreams betray him as a flying hero, saving his damsel in distress. Once he sees the woman in his dreams in real life, his pursuit of her leads him to his ultimate end. You can apply almost all of Freud's theories to Brazil. There are similarities to Jensen's Gradiva, as Sam could be projecting this dream woman onto Jill. And there's also a lot of oppression in the film. This is supposed to be a futuristic society, and the people are still watching movies like Casablanca and old westerns. You'll see in Sam's room that he has posters of older stars like Rita Hayworth. I think that this is unconsciously wishing for the past, as the people know their society is inept. They just ignore it. However, I decided to use the Three Caskets theme because I see Jill as being a representation of love and death. Sam has three choices. The golden casket, the first choice of all men in Brazil's society, would have to be attaining a higher position in work. The silver casket would be Sam choosing his mother, and the lead casket is Jill. Freud argued in his essay that gold and silver are loud, lead is dumb. Brazil presents Sam's job and mother as clean and posh, while Jill lives in the slums and represents this dirty, grubby portion of society. The job masks its incompetence with a simple phrase, "It's not my department," while Sam's mother masks her aging and deterioration with cosmetic manipulation. Jill is the real, natural world. She does not try to hide who she is, but she is hidden from Sam for the first half of the film. Once Sam has been promoted to Information Retrieval Services, IRS, his job takes on a very different mood, leaving a place where the workers were only competent in their entertainment, switching from work to old westerns. Even if no one was really working, the environment was still warm. In the IRS building, the endearing quality of his old workplace is replaced with cold and barren floors. Instead of having a name, he is now a number.
Your very own number on your very own door. And behind that door, your very own office. Congratulations, DZ-015. Welcome to the team. Yes. No. Cancel that. Send 2 copies to Fight.
Sam takes the position because he's already seen Jill, and he has to join IRS in order to gain more information on her. Where most men, such as Lime, are crushed by this environment, Sam survives because he has not chosen this casket. He has chosen Jill since the first dream, and most of his time spent at work, he is daydreaming about her. There is also a scene where Sam's old boss becomes a concrete floor in his dreams and holds him back from Jill, thus indicating that by choosing work, he would never be able to attain his dream woman. The woman of Sam's dreams, Jill, is not accessible at first. She is only seen in glimpses, like on the TV screen, in a mirror, or on a computer screen. In his dreams, Jill is taken away and hidden from him. Hiding and being unfindable is another unmistakable symbol of death in dreams, Freud states. He explains that the Three Caskets idea comes from the Fates, the youngest being the fairest, but also cutting immortals' thread, life, in half, killing them. Thus, Jill is the love of Sam's life, but she's also his death. Freud remarks, the great mother goddesses of the Oriental peoples, however, all seem to have been both creators and destroyers, both goddesses of life and fertility, and goddesses of death. Thus, the replacement by a wishful opposite in our theme harks back to a primeval identity. When Sam is finally with Jill, he is able to fully love her, but he is also able to see the real death and destruction of his society. As most of society ignores this ugly side, once Sam has established a relationship with Jill, he sees those damaged by the supposed terrorist attacks. This is the only moment when his dreams collide with reality.
Don't touch her, Jake. She's hurt. Damn it!
Don't touch her! Stop!
Sam, no!
Perhaps it is because for once he's doing some good for his society instead of a faceless corporation, and he finally feels like the hero in his dreams. The fact that Sam has chosen Jill, though, only leads both of them to their deaths. After defying the system far too openly, Sam starts to realize that he's jeopardized Jill as well and wants to save her from society. He ends up having to kill her, deleting her files on his boss's computer in order for him to finally have her.
You don't exist anymore. I've killed you. Jill Layton is dead.
Care for a little necrophilia?
By deleting her, however, he's crossed the law for the last time, and while being arrested, Jill is killed. Sam is taken away for questioning. Before he is to be tortured to death, he escapes with Tuttle, a Robin Hood-esque figure to Sam, and finds Jill again as they ride off into the sunset. This
Paranoid. You got no sense of reality.
Wait! We should take the lorry and get away!
Yeah, where to?
Anywhere as fast as possible!
There isn't anywhere.
It's just far away!
It's not far enough.
Wait!
Essentially, what Jill means is that there is no physical way that they can escape their society. It is only through going insane that Sam can have Jill and truly escape his repressive government.
He's got away from us, Jack. Afraid you're right, Mr. Helpman. He's gone. Oh.
And now my project is over. I hope you enjoyed it and my robotic voice throughout most of this. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them on the Google group. And thank you for watching.